Thanks for tuning in to this marathon, the 4-hour marathon. We are here today because we are at a crossroads in a way. When Armenia declared its independence from the Soviet Union in the early 90s, Turkey immediately in 1993 closed its borders with Armenia. Turkey was hoping to starve Armenia through an economic blockade, hoping that Armenia would give up its desire to have Karabakh be a self-determining republic. For years now, that border has been closed, even though international organizations and world communities have been asking Turkey to open up its borders if it wants to be considered a member of the European Union. Over the past few years, there have been secret dialogue between Armenia and Turkey about how to open up these borders. And recently, in August of this year, August 31, Switzerland mediated a special proposed protocol, and in these protocols are some overt and covert prerequisites about how this border situation should be resolved. And we are reacting as a diaspora, as all of our political organizations, our communities, they have come together to protest these proposed protocols, which are basically going to put a question mark over the reality of the Armenian genocide. And another point that is going to be deliberated is that Karabakh is also being questioned as an independent body. That is why the Armenian Youth Federation, among the others, Alex Antigan from the AYF is here, Saru Harun, this is why the Armenian youth have been involved for the past couple of weeks to try to get the word out about these protocols and talk about what Armenians in the diaspora need to know and need to do. You have launched a campaign called Stop the Protocols with a website, stoptheprotocols.com. Tell us about that.
Basically, we came together as 4 or 5 different Armenian youth groups, AYF, UIA, ARF, Shan, ASAs, the Hunchagan youth and the Ramgavar youth. We all came together and we decided to have this unified front. Instead of it being under one name, we wanted to be unified under stoptheprotocols.com. And basically, stoptheprotocols.com has various ways for people to become active. They can comment on some of the articles. They can be up to date with what's going on. They can see what's going on in Armenia. They can even see what events that we have planned. Also, the most important thing is that there's web packs that they could send directly to the president and to the foreign minister.
And one of the biggest events that's going to take place here in Southern California, it's following in step with a lot of protests and rallies that have happened everywhere around the world. And that is a protest rally tomorrow in Glendale at the corner of Glen Oaks and Grandview, which is right behind the Carl's Jr. and Jack in the Box that people drive by. There's going to be an important rally there. Tell us what's going to happen.
Basically, that rally has been organized by the youth and also by the higher bodies that were mentioned before. We have tried to bring everyone together. It's going to be about 6 or 7 speakers. We're going to have performances as well. We're trying to show that the diaspora is very, very passionate about this issue, very, very strongly against it. And it's not just 1 or 2 groups, it's everyone together. And we're expecting tens of thousands of people to be there. So.
Okay. And Saro, եթե հայերենով կարող ես հայրացած հաստատության ասած խոսքերու մասին արտահայտվել քիչ մը։
Այո, ինչպես Արեգը հիմա նոր նշեց, սկզբնական օրենսիրներ, ինչ որ stoptheprotocols.com այս գայքեչի մասին խոսվեր, պետք է նախ երիտասարդությունը հասկանա թե այս համաձայնագրությունները ինչ են։ Ինչ կրված է այս բարբերություններում մեջ։ Եվ անշուշտ հասկանալով այս դեղեցությունները գրնանք տարածել եւ ինչքան որ գրնանք տարածել, այլ ավելի միտքեր կհասկանան եւ ավելի խելացի եւ չափահասորեն կմոտենան այս հարցերուն։ Եվ անշուշտ ինչ որ հետաքայինաններ նշեց, սպիրկահայության գեցվածքը իր թեր կորոշումները ավելի կարևոր են, մանավանդ երիտասարդներուն կողմեն։
None of the organizations that we've heard from, none of the columnists or the editorials are talking about Armenians in the diaspora being against the opening of the borders. Everybody wants to see good neighborly relations. But a lot of what we're hearing from our columnists, our community leaders, and even folks inside Armenia, they're saying, let's start dialogue with Turkey without any preconditions. Why do we have to give up our rights? Why do we have to put a question mark on the genocide? Why do we have to have a scientific, academic panel discuss what this genocide was about? Why not basically get to the table and speak to Turkey directly? And that's what you're talking about to your young people as well.
Yeah, basically, I mean, the protocols cover 2 very important things that are very, very against what we're trying to fight for here as far as a unified diaspora. one of the things is the Historical Commission, which questions the veracity of the genocide. And by doing that, they're taking what's become a political issue and making it to a historical issue. And we can't have that because we know the genocide happened, and they know it happened. Everyone has to be on the same page. And the second thing is, probably the most important, is that the territories that we have now, they want those to be legally binding territories, which even if the genocide got recognized, that would kill anything that we have to fight further than that, as far as reparations and restitution. Right. So it's all around. It's very, very bad for Armenians in Armenia, in the diaspora, and that's what we're trying to voice.
And what Arek is saying is that the current proposal is that Armenia and Turkey recognize the current borders, which would basically do away with the historic Armenian borders that were laid down into law by Woodrow Wilson in the 1920s after the genocide. And that incorporated historic Armenia, but that historic Armenia is now being sort of let go of if this current proposal, these protocols are accepted. Saro Հայրենով.
Այո, երկու հիմնական գեդոնու մասին խոսենք այսօր, առաջինը լալով հայկական ցեղասպանության հարցը։ Ինչ որ Արեգի հիմա նշեց, հայկական ցեղասպանության հարցը գուզեն քաղաքական կետնի վրա են հանել եւ տնել պատմապաններու ցերկը։ Այսինքն պատմապանները իրար հետ պիտի զրուցեն եւ հայկական ցեղասպանության սենկցիոնը թադավջիրը ներկայացնեն։ Եվ անշուշտ սկզբնականորեն հայկական ցեղասպանության հարցը սիրելն է քաղաքական հարց մնե, ոչ պատմական։ Երկրորդ գեդը որ նշեց, այդ ալ սահմաններու իրականացումն է։ Այնինչ որ հիմակվա ներկայ Հայաստանի սահմանն է, թուրքերը գուզեն որ հայերը այդ սահմանները իրականացնեն։ Բայց հավելյալ գեդ որ Արեգը նշեց կամ ըսավ մեզի, թե պատմականորեն այդ 1920-ին Սևրի Թաշնակիրը, որը ստորագրվեցավ, ինչ պիտի լա, այս բոլորովին հայտարարի կորձին վրա հարցման նշանը պիտի տրվի, ուր մնաց կոնգրեսի մեջ փանացևներ անցնել։ Ուրեմն եթե որ այս համաձայնագրությունները իրականանան, մենք ցեումը հարցի դակ պիտի տրվենք։ Ինչ պիտի լա մեր հետակային աստիճանները, մեր հետակային ծրագիրները։
And the proposal openly basically says that Armenians around the world should stop pursuing international recognition of the Armenian genocide. And as you know, in the diaspora, that has been our essence. That is our being. That is why we are in the diaspora in these communities, because of what happened to our people during the genocide. So it is important for us right now, for all of you out there who are listening to us on the various Armenian television stations, on satellite, on cable, watching us on the internet, or following us on the websites like stoptheprotocols.com or on Facebook. It is important for all of you to read what's being put out there in these websites and get involved. If you can, come out to Southern California tomorrow between 5 and 8 in Glendale, where there's a public rally, and we'll tell you more about this throughout the next 3 hours. We're now going to continue with Manuk.